Hello, Assalamu alaikum, my dear friends. Today we are here with another new video which is about osmosis. This video will help you learn about osmosis and you will also learn and understand the differences between diffusion and osmosis. Before exploring and moving on, please just don't forget to hit a subscribe button for more information and videos. In today's episode, let us explore about osmosis and understand how it works and how it affects the cell and its functioning. So, to keep it in a simple words, osmosis is a special type of diffusion. Before going into depth, let us understand that it is particularly related to the water molecules. And recalling the phenomena of diffusion, diffusion is the movement of molecule from the area of higher concentration to the area of lower concentration. Might be you have observed it that when you spray a perfume by standing at one corner of the room, it quickly spreads away, and the person sitting at the other corner can quickly smell that perfume. How is that happening? That happens just because of the diffusion that the water molecules hit together, collide, and quickly move from area of higher concentration to the area of lower concentration. However, osmosis is a bit different from the diffusion, but it is a type of diffusion. So, osmosis is the movement of molecule across partially permeable membrane from the area of higher concentration to the area of lower concentration, and this relates to the water molecules. Let me explain you, let me tell you very important thing that both of these are the passive type of diffusion. What is passive diffusion? Passive diffusion is the movement of molecule without the expenditure of energy. It means both these processes operate without using energy. So what is happening inside that allow the osmosis, and what is happening inside what allows the diffusion? Just give it a recall. Oh, hold on. Many of our fellows will be confused what is water concentration. Let me tell you that water concentration means amount of water as compared to the molecules such as sugar or salts. Basically, both sugar and salts dissolve inside the water and thus act as a solute. And water acts as a solvent because it is the major ingredient. So, solute refers to sugar and salts, and the water concentration means completely dilute water, the amount of water inside a solution. Not understanding? Don't worry. Let's understand it by this way. Take two beakers and add 100 ml of water in each of them. Now, the beaker on the left side add 1 gram of the solute in it, while on the right side of the beaker add 3 gram of solute in it. Now, what it is indicating? It indicates that low solute concentration, there will be a high water concentration in it. While on the right side of the beaker, it indicates that the high solute concentration will result in the low water concentration. Please don't forget here that it is not the volume of the water, rather, it is a proportion of water to solute that determine its concentration. Now, what will happen in case we combine these two beakers with the help of a thin partial permeable membrane? The water from the left side of the beaker will quickly diffuse into the right side of the beaker. Why is this happening? This will happen because we understand that the molecules move from the area of higher concentration to the area of lower concentration. So it means the beaker with the high water concentration, the water molecule will diffuse to the right side of the beaker with the low water concentration but the high solute concentration. So as a net result, you can see that the right side of the beaker will indicate 3 gram of sugar plus more water content in it. You might be wondering what will be the case and effect of the osmosis on the cell membrane. And you have already studied the structure of plasma membrane. Basically, plasma membrane is selectively or partially permeable membrane. It means it allows some of the molecule to pass through while it does not allow some of the molecule to pass across. So what will happen here? Cytoplasm inside the cell have relatively and generally high concentration of solute because of sugar and salts. That is why the cells need to survive and they use it. But the water inside is very low because of the high solute concentration. There is a extracellular space which is rich in water molecules. So, what will happen here? The water molecules from the external space will continuously move inside the cell to make it a rich water environment. So, as we know that the water molecule move from area of higher concentration to the area of lower concentration, so water from the outside environment will move inside the cell and creating an environment that will make the cell swell up because of the high water concentration afterwards. Continuous movement of water molecule from the external space towards the inside environment of the cell will result into the swelling, and ultimately the cell may burst due to an intake of water, and the state will be known as hypotonic state because the solution with the lower percentage of solute and more water inside the cell causes the condition known as endo-osmosis because there is a net movement of water from the outside to the inside of the cell, and the cell will burst and blow into the smaller pieces. You might have experienced balloon filled up with the more and more air will cause it to blow into the pieces. Pause my video and think critically. Well, that will be the case of the plant cell as well, that it will burst and blow if the outside water keeps moving inside. Well, let me tell you, no, that is not the case of the plant cell because plant cell will prevent it from bursting. Instead, it creates a Turgor pressure inside the plant cell, and known as plant cell is known as Turgor. Why is this happening? Because the larger central vacuole gains water and plasma membrane pushes against the rigid cell wall. The cell wall in this state will become turgid and the plant cell does not burst because the cell wall does not give away. Let's take a view to the other side of the plant cell. If the plant cell contains a lot of water content in it and it is placed in a beaker with a low water concentration, the water from the plant cell will quickly move towards the beaker, means water moving from area of higher concentration to the area of lower concentration inside the beaker. This state is known as hypertonic state, or it can be you can say that it is hypertonic medium. It loses water to its surrounding and its contents shrink away from the wall. The process is also known as plasmolysis. Plasmolysis occurs in the plants when the soil or water around them contains high concentration of salts or fertilizers. The term they are also known as flaccid because of their dehydrating nature. I hope you have learned a lot from today's video and came to know what osmosis is and how it is different from diffusion. Don't forget to hit subscribe button for more videos and information we will be sharing soon.